Hello again. We are back here just out front of my secret hideout, mainly because I didn't want to start yet another episode in Pacific Dog Town, although that is where we'll be flying. And actually, maybe not quite there. Maybe we'll go to, um, let's do Route 132. So, as you guys probably guessed, we will be going after some of the Regis today. The legendary golems, or legendary titans, I think they're actually called. Um, Probably not all of them because that would take a while, but we'll see what we can get done. And I figure because they're a little bit slower than the other legendary Pokemon, Breloom might actually be faster, so we'll give it a go. Oh, I'm really disappointed that Wailord doesn't have its own animation here. But anyway, let me just take a quick look at these maps again. So we need to go to that deep dive spot, which is down south. So I think we start by going somewhere down here, right? And do I have Super Repels going? I think I do. Alright, so we're down this little island here. Sorry, no time for rematches today. Actually only have half of our regular fighting team with us. We have some guest stars, Wailord, Relicanth, and of course Breloom. Um, Missed that island, but that's okay because I don't think I was really aiming for it. Um, we need Wailord and Relicanth to unlock the puzzle here. And Breloom is of course our handy-dandy legendary Pokemon hunter. Alright, so yes, more repels please. Alright, we are now on Route 133, which is right here. So, okay, I think we're still right on target. And here we go. Already faced you, thankfully. And I can go around here also, thankfully. Alright, so I think if we go straight ahead, we're actually going to be exactly where we want to be. And I do not have Eve with us today, but thankfully Wailord has both Dive and Surf. And if needed, could learn Waterfall, but don't think we're going to need Waterfall. Alright, and then looks like we go right straight ahead through this little indent here, and that will take us, yes, perfect, to this hidden dive spot. And down we go. It'd be cool if we had a Whalmer Sprite underwater as well, but yep, we do not. Guess they figure not that many people are going to use Whalmer, which is kind of a shame. Whalmer's pretty cool. Alright, so you guys know the drill from here. I don't have, you know what's really cool? I don't know if I mentioned this. That strategy guide I found before that I was showing off in the contest episodes, it actually has a Braille guide in the back of it. That would have been very helpful to have. And up we go. It has like contest moves in there. It has everything you'd want to know about this game. I always loved those strategy guides. They were, before the internet, they were very, very helpful. Now, I guess they're only helpful if you don't have a good internet connection or something. But surprised they even still make them, but apparently they do. At least as of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they did. Um, but yeah, it's really um, quite shocking that they're still in business because you wouldn't think they'd be that that useful with the internet and all. Kind of glad they are though. All right, so let's go right to the back. And okay, so um, let me just bring up our Braille here. Okay. Oh wait a minute, is it not the same as actual Braille? A B. Oh, it's not. I just assumed it was. I'm glad I didn't go around bragging that I know Braille, because unless maybe it's all caps. I don't think that's a thing though. Um, yeah, so real life Braille is actually something different. Okay. Huh, I clearly just assumed otherwise. Um, Alright, well, in that case, we shall use Pokemon Braille. Um, oh wait a minute, it is the same thing. I'm I'm dumb. For whatever reason, I'm thinking what I'm looking at here on the right screen is the same as what I'm looking at in the Braille deciphering chart. Like the first one should be A, then B, but clearly it's not. Okay, so let's get started because I know this will take a while. So we are going to have F. So I think it says first, right? First, yeah, first. And the two dots are C. And then we have O. First comes. And I bet that says Relicanth, right? Make sure I don't get backwards. Yes, that looks like Relicanth. First comes Relicanth, last comes Wailord. Alright. I like how they made Braille intuitive as well. Like the letters kind of look, to the extent they can, like their English equivalents. Alright. So, you guys ready for this? First comes Relicanth. Last comes Wailord. And here we go. Our hunt begins. Brace yourselves, bit of an earthquake. We are not a flying type. It sounded as if doors opened somewhere far away. Indeed they did, so we don't have dig right now. Hopefully we can use an escape rope. Gonna be quite disappointing if not. Ah. Yeah, I think I tried that before, didn't I? Alright, well, we'll just go out the long way then. Alright, so 3 caves have opened. I'm actually not sure which one I'm going to do first. Maybe I'll just do, let's do Regirock first. Why not? In the desert there. Only because the first one I thought of. Something that's really cool, because I was looking up their speeds earlier in the article about the legendary titans. I realized something that I had never realized before. I didn't realize it, I read it. The legendary titans are based, and maybe I knew this a long time ago, they are based after different time periods, which makes so much sense now. Ice, because there was an ice age, stone for the stone age, and Registeel. Was there a steel age? I guess there was a steel age. Usually you hear more about the, yeah, there was a steel age. I guess the iron age, usually hear more like iron age. Which came of course before the steel age. I think you had nickel to iron, you make steel, if I'm not mistaken. I am not an expert in metallurgy, clearly, but I believe that's true. Definitely a great human advancement. It's funny because all this stuff that like I want to learn about is the stuff they taught you in school and nobody gave a crap about. At least I didn't. At least probably more than most people did because I was usually a pretty good student. But I have to use Rock Smash if I go that way, don't I? What if I just fly here? Which side of the Rock Smash boulders will that take me to? But I'd love to take a history class now and just learn about all that stuff just for fun. I guess when you're not doing for fun, that takes the fun out of it. So it's something that I think educators are starting to learn these days, that education isn't just about testing and learning facts. There's people will remember things a lot better if you again, not what I meant to do, although I guess it helps as well. People learn things more if they want to learn and are interested and exciting about what it is they're learning. Alright, so let's go ahead. We're going to keep Wailord and Relicanth with us just cuz. Honest reason is because, like I said, those frames around the episode, they're a little bit of a pain just to keep track of and figuring out exactly when I have to change them, and anytime I can avoid having to change them, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so especially in the middle of an episode, because I got to find the exact timestamp, and it's a bit of a pain. Alright, here we are inside the desert ruin. I could save, but are there any Pokemon in here? Apparently not. But I'm not going to save just in case we crash or something. And it looks like there's Braille here too, actually. Oh, hopefully this is not something hard. Okay, so what do we have to do? We have to... is that first again? No, it's not. What does it say? R. Should probably write this down as I go, shouldn't I? In case it's something really complicated. R... Not E, it's R-I is going to be right. No, yes, right, R-I-G-H-T, comma. This does sound complicated. Alright, let me just flip to a blank page here, or at least a page with some white space in my notepad. Right, that's easy. Actually, that's going to be, what is that? Right, down, yes. Right, down. Down again. Right, down. Is that going to be left? No, it's still not left. What's that? T, H, then. So right, down, then. Use. U-S-E, yes, use. Then use, what I have to use? Oh, haven't seen that letter before, I don't think. Y. Use your? Could it be your? It can be your. And in fact, it is your. Use my what? Use your. It's an R, right? No, it's an S. S. T. R. Strength. Strength. Period. Doing some spot checks here. TH. Yes, okay, cool. Alright, so right, down, down. Now what's interesting is can you click on this from... So I wonder if it works at a few spots, or is it different instructions here? Right? No, it still says right, down, down. So I'm going to do it from the center spot, but I wonder if it could work from any spot. I hope so. Right, down. So it means move down, not just look down. Then use strength. Do we still have strength, or did I don't think I deleted that yet, thankfully. Alright, we are using it. That's promising. Aha. Ford might feel a little dumb there using strength in midair, but hey. I can wear these antennae, you can use strength in midair. Nobody's here to see you. Definitely not the whole internet. Alright, so as I said, I will be using items as freely as I need to in these. Maybe not max revives, I only have so many of them. But I will be using regular revives, which hopefully we have enough of. And hopefully I have enough dust balls. Okay, we do have false swipe and spore, cool. Let me just check our stash of dust balls. I didn't really think of that beforehand. I might have to make a pit stop to buy more. And they're all mixed in, unfortunately. I wouldn't mind one more menu here. Luxury balls, dust ball. Okay, 23, should be pretty good. Alright guys, let's give it a go. There it is, Regirock. And I think I read that if you defeat them, they actually do reappear again after you beat the Pokemon League, so hopefully that means each time you beat the Pokemon League, in case you keep defeating them, but let's try our best not to. We are the same level, but I think we have 10 higher base speed. Go, we are faster, nice. Put it right to sleep. Take a nice little nap, Regirock. Wish I could do the same, but I'll be doing it soon enough. Alright, so I don't really want to use Giga Drain. I think Giga Drain will be too powerful. And Sludge Bomb can't poison it, thankfully, because it's already asleep, so... Whoa, it did nothing, okay. So judging by how much that did, I think we're probably okay using Giga Drain, actually. If we get a critical hit on the Giga Drain, then might be in trouble, but... Oh, okay, whew. That did way more than I thought. Oh, critical hit, there it is, okay. Alright, so maybe I'll just start using False Swipe now to whittle it away. Could probably sneak in one more Sludge Bomb, but I don't want to risking another crit, so play it very safe. And I don't think there's a TM for Swords Dance in this gen, so I don't think we can even learn Swords Dance. I might double check that again, because that would be a nice strategy too. Alright, because then you can max out your attack and then feel free to use False Swipe. Otherwise it's going to take us like 10 False Swipes here, but hey, even on crits, False Swipe will not make your opponent faint, so we'd actually be in pretty good chance. Our chances would be pretty good right now. Stop using Ancient Power. I'm worried it's going to get the stat boost. That could be very bad. But it is only 10%. Okay. Once again, right to sleep. You can see how great Spore is and why I really wanted this Breloom. Yeah, catch rate is only 3, which is, I think, as low as it gets. Which equates to still a 1.6% chance when a Pokeball is thrown at full health. So, in Generation, does that say 6? And 7, so I'm not sure if they changed it, but probably about the same here. So even if you just throw a Pokeball right away, you're still like a 1 in 100 chance. Bulldoze, okay, that's going to lower my speed, so that's not great either, but at least we resist it. So now we're going to take one more attack. I wonder if I should switch out. Curse. Oh good, Curse will slow it down. Okay, so it knows Ancient Power, Curse, Bulldoze. I'm not sure what its fourth move is. But this is pretty lucky actually, because Breloom, this wasn't really my intent to be honest with you. Breloom is one of the only Pokemon, there are very few, that resist both ground and rock type attacks. That's why those are such a good combination. Plus, most ground types can learn rock moves and vice versa. It's a very effective combination, especially if you have like Rhyperior that's gets stabbed from both. But because it's grass and fighting type, Breloom will resist both attack types. So in this case, we resist both Bull and Iron Defense. Okay. But it shouldn't matter too much now because I think we're already probably at 1 HP. Let me just use one more False Swipe. Actually, let's use Spore first. We'll use one more False Swipe just to see what it does. I should probably use... So it looks like it can't one-shot me, so we should probably actually use... Although with enough curses, it could. Or enough ancient powers. But let me just be extra sure we're down at 1 HP. Yes, we are. Okay, cool. Time to start chucking some dust balls at it. Not a dive ball, that would not be very helpful. And our odds should be, I mean, they're as high as they're going to get. 1 HP, it's asleep. Not quite enough. So yeah, I've never realized that they're from different ages. That's pretty cool though. Also, I want to Google that. Is there a Steel Age? I'm sure there is. Yeah, about 4,000 years ago. So you always hear more about like the Bronze Age and Iron Age, but there was a Steel Age. Although Wikipedia doesn't actually have an article on it. It just calls it part of the Iron Age, I guess. Oh, some people call the Steel Age 1876 to 1926. So I don't know. Maybe there wasn't so much of a Steel Age. Maybe it's probably based on the Iron Age, obviously. I'm really glad they don't have Rest. That'd be really annoying. Yep, Curse. That's fine. Makes it slower. So Curse, if you haven't noticed, it works differently when a Pokemon that's Ghost type uses it versus one that's not Ghost type. A Ghost type loses half its HP and puts a very powerful status effect on you, where you lose a quarter of your health each turn. Whereas a non-Ghost type instead loses speed by 1 stage and gains attack and defense by 1 stage. It's really weird. It's also the only, at least it used to be the only question mark move type. So it's a really unique move. But I think they changed it to Ghost type, I want to say, or maybe normal type. I think a Ghost type in later gens. They might have even gotten rid of it in Gen 8. They do get rid of a lot of stuff. Ah, not quite. So you can see even at like the best chance here, we're not assured to get it. Wonder what the odds are. I guess I could run the formula and calculate them, but I don't care quite that much. I'd love to get one more Regipokemon in at the end of by the end of the episode. One more, not quite again. Alright, so I do want to say something that's going to be a I don't think it's going to be too major of a spoiler, but it is going to be a spoiler for one of the expansion packs to Sword and Shield, actually, which just came out. So give me a minute this time, if you could, just in case I keep talking about it. So I'm not going to... so if you don't want to hear it, go ahead and mute for 1 minute, and I will see you in a bit. Otherwise, here we go. So when I was looking at the article on the Legendary Titans for these Pokemon, it listed 2 Pokemon whose name I didn't even recognize, and usually I even know the new Pokemon pretty well. So I was really surprised, but it turns out it's because in the expansion pack, the one that comes out this fall, which might not be too far away by the time you guys actually see this once I get it uploaded and posted, they are actually adding 2 more Regipokemon, a Dragon type and, oh, we had it there, a Dragon type and an Electric type, representing presumably the Dark Ages and the Modern Age. So that's pretty cool. Let me, while it's asleep, just use another, do any lemonade or anything? Let's use a Moo Moo Milk. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'm interested to see how they do what their stats are and all that stuff. But anyway, so there are actually 5, or 6 if you include Regigigas, and not just 3, like there are in these games. But anyway, in these games we'll just be catching the 4. Okay, so what non-spoiler things can I talk about when... Oh, here's a... Well, I don't know if it's really a spoiler. I'm going to say it's not. If you guys think it's a spoiler, then sorry. But it's so minor, I wouldn't even consider it a spoiler. I did look up about the Pokemon League's... am I out of Dust Balls? Oh, last item used was a... Right, Moo Milk. Derp, okay. The Pokemon, I'm so glad I did too, because I must have just misread it the first time. Their first Pokemon is level 50, not 60. Yay, we got a Regirock, sweet. Our first optional legendary. Yeah, we got XP, so that's good. Braden will get some XP as we do this too. The Rock Peak Pokemon. See, if they called it like the Rock Age Pokemon, I would get it then. Regirock's body is comprised entirely of rocks. Well composed, same thing. Recently, a study made the startling discovery that the rocks were all unearthed from different locations. Very interesting. And I like how it has the... What does it say on there? Is that like a... I guess it's not really a Braille letter, is it? Because it's kind of... I guess it's just like their symbol. It could say... What could it say? Just hypothetically. It could be an R and then an L. It could also be an L and then a W. Lightweight? I don't know. In all likelihood, though, it just means nothing. Alright. Very cool Pokemon. I like the design of these Pokemon, too. I did train a Regice actually as part of my first Ruby team. I think I traded over once I was at a normal level. So we will not name him. We will send him to the PC. And don't really need to use Dig here. Not a long way out. Okay, so where else can we go? There was the island. See, one of the islands, though, I think is actually Regigigas. And I think it's probably the one over here, because I don't remember this island being here in the original games. There was an island over here, wasn't there? And then, where was the watery one? I know we saw it, but I don't remember where it was. Was it up north by Seafoam? It might have been up north by, not Seafoam, by Shoal Cave, it might have been. Might have to look that one up just to be sure. Alright, let's heal, just get our power points back, and make sure we're in tip-top shape. Again, weird zoom in. Good evening. I read a meme the other day that said that, you know, have a good day is a really nice thing to say, but if you say enjoy your next 24 hours, it becomes the exact opposite. So, isn't language strange? Spend your whole life studying the interesting things of language. In fact, many folks have. I probably told you guys the story, at least in one of my Let's Plays, of when I took Discourse and Pragmatics in Japanese and English. So I won't repeat that one, but if you really want to hear it, then you'll just have to watch all my Let's Plays. I could use cut while I'm here, couldn't I? But we'll do that in a different episode. In the interest of time, let's try to get to Registeel. So I do want to get to bed and not be super sleepy through work tomorrow. Took a long nap earlier. There were really bad thunders, like bad. Baddest I've heard, worst I've heard, I guess, in a while. They woke me up a lot of times, and I am a pretty deep sleeper, so that's saying something. But I felt like the whole wall of the house was going to come crashing down. Thankfully, it didn't. And I did complete my nap, and so I'm well rested for this. But I love this little area here. It's just the stars overhead. If only I could actually look up. Very pretty. Alright, here we go. Cave number 2. Let's go. We can do the last 2 maybe next episode then. And I will train Braylon up a little bit, probably off screen tomorrow if I get the chance. Alright. Should probably look these up ahead of time too to see what they are. Okay, so this says, hopefully it's just like a common TM like Flash or something. S T star, not start. Stand. Stand. Okay, got that part done. I'm already standing. What's number 2 say? Stand C. And then why am I not? Oh, C. I'm glad that they oh, this is hard to. I can't talk while I'm doing this. Centered. Stand center. So this one at least tells you to stand center first before it, instead of making you take steps everywhere. Because I'm glad. I'm glad these are hopefully pretty simple things like using dig, and I guess the whale lord and Relicanth one was the toughest, but I don't remember the other ones being super tough. Because it's fun when you have a little challenge like this, like a puzzle, but it wouldn't be as fun if I had to go back and catch some random Pokemon and find a stone to evolve them, and yeah, that would be a pain. All right, A. Okay, so we stand center, and not and. A. I. M. Stand center, aim. Not seeing that one. Oh, T, duh. Aim to. Should know that one by now. Aim to the what's a K? Sky. Stand center, aim to the sky. Do I have to use fly, probably? Is that what the last one says? Aim to the sky. What's it say here? I don't even see this one. Was it W? Yeah, W. Um, okay, E is the one that are dots, and I is the other. Okay, that makes sense. Wing. No. With L. O. Is that love? No. With L. O. Oh, it is. Wait. L. O. V. E. Aim to the sky with love. And. Sorry, this has to be tantalizing. H. O. Hold. Looks like, no, not hold. Hold. Hope. Love and hope. And that's soar. S O no. S no. And T I M time. It does say time. So stand center, aim to the sky with love and hope and time. Okay. So do I use fly here? I was afraid of that. Alright. In the interest of time, I might have read it wrong, but let me just look it up just so I'm not wasting everybody's time. Okay. Let's see, where are we? We are in the ancient tomb. It says stand center. Aim to the sky with love and hope and time. Oh, the center of the cave. Derp, okay. As soon as I saw that I was right, I knew that must be what it is, and then I read on and it did say that, so I figured it out like a second. Nope, not the center of the cave. Where's the center of the cave? Maybe this is the center. Thought the floor markings might be trying to help us, but apparently not. What am I doing wrong here? Is this not the center? Center of the cave out here? No, it's only a one-room cave. I don't need the repel. How about here? Is this fly? Is this the center? It's cool. It looks like there's actually steel on the ground. Okay, this is the center. I wouldn't have thought that, but alright, whatever. They should make like the steel on the ground have an actual like marking then, so that I don't think that's the center of the cave. I'm gonna check it because I'm stubborn like that. I lost my spot now, but 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. So I would think one of these two is the center of the cave, but okay, whatever, not that worried about it. Stubborn, but not that stubborn. Anyway, that makes sense. It's a double cave, because, right, second chamber is always the one with Pokemon. So, alright, hopefully we are also faster than Registeel. We should be, they have the same base speed. Didn't buy more Dust Balls, but based on the rate we caught Regirock, should be enough. Unfortunately, Registeel, like Regirock, does resist, what's cool, you can see its symbol there. It does resist False Swipe. Luckily, the other two will not, so that'll be a little bit easier. I'm not sure what moves it learns. It does resist all of our moves. Sludge Bomb will do nothing to it, and Giga Drain will be not very effective. Let's start with some Giga Drains, though, just to get some damage. I could also switch in one of our other Pokemon, but why bother? Maybe Wailord actually could be pretty good here. Oh yeah, it's okay, it's take forever. So let's go ahead and switch and see what we can do. I gotta be careful. I want to get to like lower than half without like, you know, knocking it down too much. I wonder if Wailord can learn Yawn. I don't think so, but maybe he could. Could be a good backup sleep Pokemon. And of course I just Google Yawn and don't get what I'm looking for. Pokemon Yawn. Google knows me, but not that well. Alright, and to not get the stat boost. If you get a stat boost from Ancient Power, it makes the battle a lot harder. And of course we can't put it to sleep right away. I don't know if I want to use Water Spout. That's pushing it. So Water Spout does more damage the higher your health is, and right now our health is still pretty tall. Even Surf I'm worried about, but let's do it. Seems like Registeel is pretty defensive. I think all the Regi Pokemon are pretty defensive. Okay. Oh, and Amnesia. Okay, now I can use Water Spout, because now especially defense will be doubled. So, as long as I don't get a crit. Please don't crit, please don't crit. Oh, I did like nothing. Otherwise we'll be coming back after we beat the Pokemon League. Great, okay, so this is the downside of not putting it to sleep. What does Secret Power do in a cave? Lower its accuracy? I'm not sure that really matters too much, honestly. Critical hit. So critical hit, I'm worried that I'll get a critical hit and knock it out. So I think... Let's use one more Surf, but I'm really nervous. I feel like if I don't crit, please don't crit. Okay, good. I guess a crit wouldn't have knocked it out. And it knows Curse. Okay, so it's only attacking with Ancient Power, so that makes it a little bit easier. I guess the one downside is it probably won't be able to knock out Wailord, so I won't get a free switch to Breloom, but that's okay. Breloom's not too scared of Ancient Power unless it has like a bunch of curses. Alright, so again, as long as I don't crit, I could be using Surf and Water Spouts all day on this thing without any worry, but the fact that oh, flinch, okay, that's the bonus effect. The fact that it might crit and knock it out. I think I'm going to switch back to Breloom actually pretty soon. Get just a little lower first. Alright, so who can learn Yawn? Quagsire can. Nope, Wailord cannot. Seadra can, or Kingdra can rather. Not Seadra. That was useful back in Heart Gold. Alright, last one, then we'll switch to Breloom. Now I would love to get a crit on Pulse Swipe, because that would actually take away a decent bit of its health. Otherwise we'll be chipping at this thing forever. Probably be doing like 1 damage to it now. So you can see because we couldn't keep it asleep, it was able to get off a lot of those defensive moves. So that's a lesson learned there, I guess, although we didn't really have... Maybe I should taught Breloom a different move. I'm not sure if it could have learned... I guess it could learn like Brick Break. That probably would have been the thing to do. Because Brick Break would maybe not be a one-shot, but it would definitely do a lot of damage to it. Even then, I might have wanted to wait for like an Iron Defense or a Curse just to be sure. I'm doing this just so I can't use any more Iron Defenses or Curses because it's probably already close to maxed out. I don't want it being totally maxed out. I'm probably safe to use a Giga Drain, I would think. Not if it crits though. It's the fact that crits just resist things. So hopefully you guys don't mind bearing with me for a little bit here while we chip it away. And I might just go ahead and just keep using Full Swipe because it can't really do much. It's already almost maxed out at this point. There's not really a ton of... Yeah, its defense actually is maxed out, so there's not really a reason to keep it asleep. The only downside would be it could use Ancient Power, do some damage to Breloom, but Ancient Power is not boosted by Curse because Ancient Power is a special move. So yeah, I'm not too worried. Okay, so how much health do you think Registeel has? Maybe like 20 healths, maybe a couple more of these. But I think the way the equation is based, I could be wrong, but I think the chances of catching it with 1 HP are like significantly better than 2 HP even. I think it is based on the percentage of your health, so it really would be, even though it's taking a ton of time to do this, it is a lot better than, well, I don't want it to use Struggle, but no, I think Amnesia and Iron Defense and all have a lot of power points. Even though they are not going to have any effect, they still can be used. And once I do start catching up, put it to sleep. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting there. Critical hit. Okay. That's what I needed. Let's do one more just for fun. And okay, that's probably 1 HP now. Thanks to that crit. Do not run away. God, can you imagine if I hit run after all that? That would be disappointing. Relicanth can actually learn Yawn. Interesting. At level 35. Oh, it probably already knows Yawn. Oh, that's cool. So I do have a second sleep-inducing Pokemon. I could have used them all this time. Maybe I'll bring Relicanth with as a backup, but anyway. Once again, going for the Dust Ball. If we had a Heavy Ball, that might be useful, but I think that's one of Kurt's Apricorn Balls that only come in the Johto-based games. Still fast asleep. Very good. I really do love the last item used feature. That saves a little bit of time. See, Swallow can, Slacking can, Mighty Yenna can, interestingly enough, although only in one generation, only in Gen 7, okay. Alright, Registeel. Back to sleep you go. I gotta be careful too, I don't want to click... Well, I guess I could click the poison one by accident, that would have been okay, because it's immune. I would have had a minor panic though if I clicked that. It would have been like, oh no, it's using an attack, and like, oh, wait a minute. Not only does it resist it, it's immune. Because like, if I use the grass attack, Giga Drain, then it would knock it out. But because Steel is immune to poison, Sludge Bomb would do nothing. Okay, nope. Yeah, sometimes you can increase your luck as much as you can, but it does come down to luck. Just like real life, honestly. That's a good life lesson that, you know, you can... Your goal in life is to set yourself up for success, but there are factors in the world that will determine your success beyond your control. Unfortunately, that's just part of the way the world is right now. It's part of life, so... Like I always say, you always only can do the best you can. Or the way I like to phrase it at work is when our team gets demoralized is we are going to do the very best we can and not one bit better. Because by definition, you cannot do, better than the best you can. So sometimes people expect more of you than you are capable of giving, and you just gotta do your best. And if that's not acceptable to them, then oh well, that's I say that's their problem. Sometimes it's also your problem, but you should still take comfort in the fact that all you can do is the best you can. If you do the best you can and it's not good enough, then okay, well, find something else to do or go from there. But you can't blame yourself for doing the impossible or for things that happen that are beyond your control. Now, running out of dust balls, those are things that are within my control. So note to self, I should definitely buy more before we do the next episode. Let me write that down, because mental notes to self are very dangerous, as I have long ago discovered. I'm on a different page of my notebook now for the Braille. In fact, my page for this Let's Play has gotten... It's actually my second one. The first one was kind of short, and then I eventually started a blank page. And it started around episode 19 or so, it looks like. And it's like a list of things I want to discuss, things I want to do. When I change Pokemon in my during the episode, so I can remember to do a new frame image for it. Earlier on, I was playing with the volume, trying to get the volume right. Again, I apologize if you guys can't hear the in-game sound, but when I have my headset on, it's actually pretty loud, almost too loud. And when I have my speakers on, I can almost not hear it at all. So I can't seem to balance it just right for me. So hopefully you guys have a good balance for you. And like I said, let me know for future Let's Plays, but at this point it's probably too late. I think I mentioned that a long time ago, so hopefully if you did have sound issues, you mentioned it on a very early episode when it was posted, because otherwise, it's always good to give feedback. Even if you're seeing this and I already have my Platinum Let's Play up and my Black 2 Black 2 Let's Play up, don't be afraid to mention it anyway, because who knows, maybe I'm doing my Let's Go Eevee Let's Play and I want to do it. So, it's always good to have feedback, but early feedback is better than late feedback. Another good life lesson for you there. Hope you guys are taking notes as well. But hey, level 41, and we have caught ourselves our second Legendary Titan, or Legendary Golem, whatever you want to call it, Registeel. Registeel was imprisoned by people in ancient times. The metal composing its body is thought to be a curious substance that is not of this earth. Oh, from another planet. Very cool. Once again, no nickname. And alright guys, I need to get ready for bed because it is rather late at this point, but hopefully you've enjoyed the start of our legendary journey. If you have, then please stay tuned for the second half. Then we'll probably do, we'll do some other stuff too. Maybe we'll do some training and then some, maybe a few more legends, and then of course we will get to the Pokemon League in the somewhat near future. Um, and I am going to train our team. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. I'm going to train them, I think, to level 50 instead of 60, since the first Pokemon of the Pokemon League is level 50. So kind of keeping with our plan. But I'm so glad I looked that up, because if I would have gone in like steamrolling them with level 60 Pokemon, I would have been so disappointed. So I think this way it's going to be a lot more fun, and it makes sense too. There's not such a big jump, so that makes a lot more sense in retrospect. But anyway, got a little bit of training to do, got some more legendaries to catch, and then before you know it, our greatest challenge will be here. So thank you guys for watching, and please stay tuned.